Hi, my name is Balasanda. Also, my friends call me Chandru. I'm one of the OpenLearning learning designer, also trainer. And so today with me, I have a few panelists with me that are going to help me facilitate the session. Okay, with me, Sophia, also Atika Aja, my colleague, and also Mashita Ismail. So they will help me facilitate this entire session. So welcome to this Open Learning Basics second webinar, second free webinar. Okay, free webinar. Start building your online course. So before we get to, before I'm going to show you all this technical thing, how to build the online course, the authoring tools and everything. So, so the one who just came here, what you can do is make sure, number one, make sure you join a workshop course. Okay, so it's actually optional to join the workshop course, but throughout the session, I'm going to use this workshop course as my guide to go through this session. And in the workshop course as well, there's a written content, there's an activity for you to participate. So if you want to participate in hands-on activity, I strongly advise you to join the workshop course. If you feel like, no, I just want to watch and then I can do the hands-on later, it's totally up to you, it's totally optional, okay? But I'm strongly advise lah. It's totally recommended because we learn better by doing things. Okay. And the second thing is first make sure that in order to create join this workshop course, make sure you have an OpenLearning account. And then the second is throughout the session, I'm going to show you how to create this workshop course. So to create the OpenLearning course, to create an OpenLearning course, any course, you need to have an educator license. Okay, educator license. You can either subscribe to personal license. We have a 30-day free trials, which I did. If you go through my the video on the landing page, I show you how to create an OpenLearning account, how to verify your account, and also how to subscribe to 30-day free trials. Then you need to have the license in order to participate in hands-on activities. And also some of you already have been granted the educator license by your institution, then we all set, okay? So if you don't have, oh no, I totally forgot, I don't have a license now, I don't want to, maybe I want to set up the educator license later, it's totally up to you. But if you already have an educator license, then you can participate in the hands-on activity because I'm going to show you how to create a course and everything. I want you to do along with me. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go to our workshop course. Okay. This is our workshop course. Open Learning Basics, Start Building Online Course. Okay. So if you notice, this is a course. This is our left side panel. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Wait. Sorry. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Okay, this is so this is our workshop course. Make sure you open this workshop course in a fresh tab, and throughout the session, my click will share new links. And when you open the links, make sure you open that links in the new tab. So this because you need to keep coming back to this workshop course every time we move on to the next topic or participate in activities. So don't close this workshop course browser. So make sure you open in a fresh new tab every time you click a new links or anything. Okay. So welcome again to this awesome workshop, free workshop. In order to, I'm going to show you how to create your online course. This is purely technical course. Technical workshop. And so by end of this workshop, there's a three outcomes you're going to fulfill. Okay. One thing is I'm going to show you how to create a course in Open Learning platform. And I'm going to show you how to create models and pages based on your course plan that you created. And also you're going to use the Open Learning authoring tools to develop your course contents. Okay, I'm going to show everything here. By end of this workshop, you will develop part of your online course, not your full online course. Okay, you need to, after that you still need to work on and finish, still need to work on your this course that you're currently doing. But high probably you already done part of it. Okay, so so this course I'm going to use every time is in this workshop course. So we have an activities. So when you participate in activities, the activities evidence, everything will be showcased in your portfolio. So what is OpenLearning portfolio? Okay, OpenLearning portfolio is actually, let me show what is OpenLearning portfolio. So on your course, on your left side tab, go click your profile icon on the left tab, click my profile. I'm going to open in a new tab because I don't want to disturb this. Okay, so this is where you can see your portfolio. Every time when you have an OpenLearning account, every time you create an OpenLearning account, you have a portfolio. Okay, portfolio where you can see a collection of your learning evidence. So when you participate in online course in OpenLearning, every time you do the activity, every time you engage, put a comment, every time you share some of the posts, so it will be showcased in a portfolio. So this portfolio is something that you can showcase with your third party outside the world. Let's say you want to apply for a job or anything, you want to you can share this portfolio with your resume or something like that. And along that, you also can take a look at the communities and also the credential part where you can see we also have a badges. This is a badges that I received from all my courses that I enrolled, and some was a certificate, okay, that I got from the courses, okay, after I complete the courses. So please double check about me section, okay. Sorry, my about me section is a little bit empty, and so where you can put at education, at work experience, and type a little bit about yourself. Okay, I have a different portfolio for my personal learning. This is my work account, that's why it's a little bit empty. Okay, all right. The next is I'm going to show you how to set up your profile. Make sure that just like I say, when you create an OpenLearning account, if you become a course creator, make sure that you set up your profile and also at least upload a profile image. So the student can see from who they learn and everything. Don't leave it empty. So that's to add your profile image. You can go to your left on the left side part. On the right side part, the top right side. There's a profile icon here. Click it, and then you can click my profile to upload your profile image. And also you also can change your profile picture here, right? Which is this one. All right, let's get started with a very simple ice-breaking activity. Okay, this is homepage, right? So normally in online courses, first thing is always start with the introduction, and as well as we're gonna do a little bit short ice-breaking activity. So this is the thing that I want you to do. Okay, so in order to participate in activity, you can either type in the. You also can participate in the workshop course in the comment section below. All right. Or you also can, if let's say you're not in the course, you also can use the Zoom chat feature. Okay, feel free to. So what I want you to do is I want you to introduce yourself, share your name and everything, and I want to share 3 education related experience you have. One must be real and one must be made up, like unicorn. Okay. So after your share, please make sure you go and take a look at your friend's comment and see if you can guess their unicorn or not. Okay. You can type their name. Hi, I think your unicorn is this is one. Please type their name, all right, in the chat box below. So I'm gonna give like 2 minutes to do this. Okay, everyone, ready? Starting now. Okay, we already have one person already share, Miss Leong. Hi, I'm Michelle. Okay, please let me know if I pronounced your name wrongly. And I'm sorry if I done that. It's not really. From OUW Malaysia KDU. Okay, I teach physics. My student once angrily stood up and stormed out of the class for no reason. I'm strong advocate for flipped classroom approach and active learning strategies. Okay, can anyone guess unicorn? I think I know which one is your. Hi, Harriet from KDU. Hi, Harriet. Nice to see you again. I remember you from our last onboarding session, KDU. I used to teach geography. I've seen many batches of students currently looking for MLS for the school. What is MLS? Management Learning System? Okay, everyone, one more minute. Okay. Yes, LMS. Anyone has? Okay. Hi, Mr. Shukri. Okay, is there anyone can guess Miss Leong unicorn as well as Miss Harriet Thomas unicorn? Okay, feel free to click reply and share your reply in the comment section. Okay. Number 2. Okay, Miss Leong, is it correct? Number 2, my student also angrily stood up and stormed out of the class for no reason. Feel free to, if it's correct, feel free to reply comments. Okay, and so I'm going to give a like. Thank you. I used to teach geography. Yes, Miss Arian, feel free if the unicorn that predicted by Miss Leong is correct or not. Okay, and then if it's correct, feel free to give a like, and then if not, then please put your comment there. Okay, all right. So I think everyone, so we're gonna move on to the next session. Okay, thank you for all the one who participated. Thank you, Miss Leong. Thank you, Miss Harriet from KDU School that put your comments there and also participate in ice-breaking activity. Remember, ice-breaking activity is one of the most important thing in online course. This is where you create your community. Without ice-breaking activity, students don't know from whom, don't know who their classmate is, don't know who from they learn. So every time when I have creating an online course, in my home page, I always start it into a welcoming message and also ice-breaking activity. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic. Okay, the course plan. Okay. Okay, all right, the course plan. This is one of the most important thing. I will say this part is one of the most crucial and most important part when you're creating an online course. Okay, let's think. Everyone here is an educator, right? I probably also a trainer. So every time when we start planning something, a lesson, what do we do first time? We create a lesson plan or plan how we want to our lesson to be conducted, right? So same thing in online course. You can't create an online course even in any platform, not only in OpenLearning, without creating a course plan, course outline. Okay. Last month, my colleague and also the learning designer and also trainer from OpenLearning, Miss Atika, show you how to create your online course structure for online environment, for the online learning environment. So she showed about step by step about the how we create a course structure in OpenLearning. I also briefly explain about conceptual alignment and also share the template for you to create that allow you to plan your online course before start creating in OpenLearning. You probably ask why I need to plan everything before start going OpenLearning, because that will make things easier for you to do redundant things. And also from when you're creating a course plan, you can basically see overall your course structure, how your topic flow, as well as if you create a course plan using this conceptual alignment. And if you don't know what this conceptual alignment means, conceptual alignment is actually idea. It's an idea, I believe it's an idea that I always apply when I planning my course outline. The meaning is everything that I put in my course, my contents and activities, everything must link to the course learning outcome. Basically, that's the constructive alignment. Your learning outcome, course learning outcome, must link to the content as well as learning activities in that full learning activity as well as assessment. Everything must communicate between to your learning outcome. So so creating this course plan is really, really important. Without that, you really cannot do anything in OpenLearning. You probably will create a course and after that you just start. Okay, you don't know where, you probably don't know what to do. So make sure you create a course plan. So if you participate in a last workshop, high probably you already create your course plan. Okay, if you don't, okay, don't worry. Okay, I will prepare a sample course plan and as well as course content for you that can help you during the hands-on session. So so if you scroll down in the workshop course, so there's a 3 topic for you to choose from. Please choose one topic. There's a 3 topic: building paper airplane, introduction to programming using Scratch, and also staying safe online for parents. Choose one, and then make sure you download the course plan and course content. So it's a doc file, docx file. So basically you can open this document using any word processing applications like Microsoft Word or WPS. So if you don't have an access to this workshop course, you can also download from the Google G Drive link that we share here. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do this. Okay, if you start, feel free to answer, ask the question in the chat box. Okay, 2 minutes starting from now. Sorry, how do you get to the course plan? If you're not in the workshop course, yes. So, and if you're already in the workshop course, you just need to click the icon here. Okay. Let's say you choose a building paper airplane. Make sure you click the icon here, and also you need to click both. You know, I want you to download the course plan as well as the course content. Course plan will help you to develop the course structure later, and also course content will later for that for our authoring tool section. Make sure you download both documents. I don't see in my course workshop. Okay, all right. So so go back to this OpenLearning course. All right. Okay. Click start here. Okay. We currently in this topic called course plan. Okay. I share the link again. Please click the link again one more time, and then download the course plan as well as the course content. Okay, make sure when you choose one topic, you need to download the same topic for course plan and the course plan as well as the content. Don't mix it with a different topic. Okay. Okay. So everyone done? All right. So let's move on to the next session. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next session. To move on to the next session, clicks Let's Start on the left side panel here. And then I'm going to move on to this first module of this session called Module 1, Creating Your Course in OpenLearning. So we're going to go a little bit technical now. We're going to start a little bit technical part here. So I'm going to show you how to create everything. So click this part, first topic, set your course name and URL. All right. Okay, so, all right. So now I'm going to show you how to create a course in OpenLearning. To create a course in OpenLearning, remember the first thing that I mentioned, first you need to have an OpenLearning account. And after you create an OpenLearning account, in OpenLearning account, you basically using the account, you can enroll in any course in OpenLearning as a student. But in order to, for you to create a course, you must have an educator license. You can either get a personal license, okay, personal plan, or an institution plan, which is granted by your institutions, okay? But it must have. So once you already secure that, now it's time to create a course. But of course, before that, you need to have a course plan, okay? Now I'm gonna, let's say, imagine that you already have a course plan now, and I'm gonna, after you prepare a course plan, I'm gonna show you how to create a course in OpenLearning platform, okay? So I'm going to show a little bit demo here. Okay. Okay. To create a course, go to openlearning.com. Openlearning.com homepage. Okay, this is the homepage. Scroll until you see the footer section. Until you see this footer section. Under the platform link, click Create a Course. This part. There you go. It will lead you to the new page called Create a Course. Create a new course. So yeah, most of the time, if you subscribe to the personal plan, probably you only see two boxes: course name and course URL. The institution tabs only for the people that have been granted creating course under the institution, like KDU, MASA, NIOSH. So all these things institution. If your institution subscribe to OpenLearning plan, and then if they probably grant you license, then you can create the course under that institution. But if you're creating a course under personal, basically under your own personal, then you only see these two boxes. One is a course name, and then also course URL. Okay. So I'm going to first type in your course name here. Okay. Okay. The course that I plan to create today is called Staying Safe Online for Parents. Okay, the course title. So I'm gonna copy this. Copy. Okay, you can either type or copy paste like me, so easy for me lah. Because once you already plan everything in the course plan, everything is there. I just need to copy and paste it here. To copy, I use a Ctrl+C shortcut, and to paste, I also use Ctrl+V. So as you can see, after I type my course name, my course URL is automatically generated. There you go, like this. Okay. So if you see this kind of right icon, that means no one is currently using this URL. You probably ask, what is URL? URL is same like your internet address. Everything in the internet website has its own URL. So when you create an OpenLearning course, your course has a URL, where you can share that URL with everyone with everyone in the internet, in the social media, in anywhere, in the email or any place. Okay. So this course URL is automatically generated, but you can still edit the course URL if you want to. Let's say you can type anything you want. Let's say you want to put your name, or you want to put some course code. Let's say online safety 101. So also can. Okay. So if you, let's say if your course URL has been taken, it will show something like this X icon. That means someone else already currently using this URL. You can't use that URL if someone's already taken it, because it's like having a same home address. There will be conflicted sometimes. So you can try to, so if let's say you see this icon, try to put some extra number or anything to make the URL more unique, anything. And also for institution, if you're creating this your course for institution, then make sure you click this and choose your institution. Otherwise, just leave it. Right. Okay. All right. So after you're happy with your course name, course URL, and also your institution, click create a course. Okay, and then wait around 1 or 2 minutes, and then there will be email sent to your inbox saying that your course is successfully created. And then the empty course will look something like this. Okay. Okay, something like this. Okay, this is a course that I already created, Staying Safe Online for Parents. You can see this is empty. We have nothing, like there's no banner, nothing, course also empty. Okay, now I'm going to give you 2 minutes to create your own online course. Okay, first, as I mentioned, go to openlearning.com. Okay, and then click, scroll down until you see the footer section. Click create a course, and then type in your course name. Okay. If you already have a course plan, and if you already have a course topic that you want to develop, you can use that course topic. Feel free to do so. Okay. Or you can use the course topic that I shared with you earlier. Okay. And after type your course topic, and please make sure that you also type your name in the end, to make sure that I know who's creating the course. All right, just to make sure, also in the same time, make the course URL is unique. Because remember, if same people also type the same course title, then URL high probably will be conflicted. Your URL will be conflicted. Okay, just type your name and click create a course. And then after your course is created, copy your course URL and share, come back to your workshop course, and then share here in the link section, paste it here. Okay, copy your URL here, go back to your course, copy the URL, and then come back to the workshop course and paste here, and then click next. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do this. If you're facing any problem or don't know how to do it, feel free to ask in the chat box. Your 2 minutes starting now. Everyone done? Okay, so I hope everyone already know how to create course. Pretty much straightforward, right? So it's very easy to create a course in OpenLearning. First, you must have a course plan. Plan your course title, everything in your course plan. Okay, make sure that you plan everything in the course plan and then come up with a very good title. Then only you come to the OpenLearning to create a course. Don't come and create a course in OpenLearning without finalizing your course title and everything. Okay, always plan everything. And the second thing I forgot to mention is your course URL. Okay, remember, you can't change the course URL after your course created. Okay, that's why I always advise the educator, the course creator, always finalize your course title and course URL before creating your course in OpenLearning platform. Finalize that. Okay, this is a course title. This is a course URL. But you can change course URL and a course title anytime in OpenLearning platform. But if your course title look different and then course URL look different, and then it look not really professional. That's why I always finalize that first. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on to the next topic. Is add your learning outcomes in your course. Okay. All right, you probably wonder, after you create a course, what's next? What's next for me? What I should do? Okay, so actually there's a lot of things you can do second in our workshop course, like you can create a structure first, second, you can add your content. But for me, I always advise educators is add your learning outcome after you create a course. Because the reason is learning outcome is the one who it's everything about your course. Learning outcome is the goal of your course. Okay, so when you put learning outcome next, it will help you to stay focused in your course design. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Probably you already have a learning outcome in your course plan, right? So when you create a course plan, learning outcome, your course learning outcome is the one that probably you will decide first. What learning outcome this course gonna fulfill? Okay, what student able to do by end of this course? Okay, so you probably already have that in your course plan. Now I'm gonna show you how to add the learning outcome in the platform. Okay, so if you're using my if you're currently using my own topic, the course topic, so what you can do is I strongly advise you to open the course plan that I share you. Okay. Okay, this is a course plan, and as if you notice in the course plan, I already specifically stated the learning outcome. So you no need to think about the learning outcome here. If you're using my sample content, you just you can use the learning outcome that already in this sample course plan. Okay. Okay. So the course plan is the learning outcome is ready. Next is edit in the platform. Okay. To add your learning outcome in the platform. So let me go back to my dummy course. To add the learning outcome in the platform, go to your course, click course setup, click outcomes. There you go. As you can see, I already add my learning outcome. So what you can do is, okay, sorry for this. I'm gonna close this. This is our UI walkthrough. So I'm gonna close this. Okay. All right, so you can see I already had my learning outcome. So to add the learning outcome, just click add outcome and then type in your learning outcome. Okay, what you can do is if you're using my sample content, you can copy the learning outcome from here and paste it in this box. Make sure you use one box for each learning outcomes. Okay, and if you don't want the outcome, if you want to delete the outcomes, just click the X icon on the right hand side. Okay, and then as you can see, I already typed all my outcome. I don't need this. I'm just gonna remove this part. Okay, and you probably wonder what is this outcome tags. Okay, think outcome tags as shorthand tags that link your learning outcome to the your activities, to your contents, and also to the assessment in OpenLearning. Remember the conceptual alignment that I mentioned last time, when you plan your course plan, I probably you already know, or this part of the content fulfill this outcome. This part of the activity fulfill this outcome. Sometimes one activity fulfills 2-3 outcome. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you, right? So so you already planned that in the course plan, but how to do that in a platform? That's where this outcome test will come in very handy. But first, you need to specifically name your outcome text. This is where you do it. To name your outcome text, you can use any name you want. You can use a shorthand text. It's like hashtag. You can use any shorthand text. Some people use it. CO1 stands for course outcome 1. CO2 course outcome 2. LO1 learning outcome 1. You can use that if you want. For me, I prefer to use the verb, the action verb directly from the learning outcome, like recognize the threads. So which one? Recognize threads. So I prefer this way. The reason is for me to easily identify, or when I see the shorthand text, I can see the full out. I can remember the outcomes. Okay, so I prefer this method, but it's totally up to you how you want to do it. You can either use any. You can use the action verbs like me, or you can either use LO or CO1. Like it's totally no matter. So once you type in your course outcome, make sure you click save. Okay, all right. Now you know how to add your learning outcome in the course. So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes for you to add your own learning outcome in your dummy course, that the course you just created. 3 minutes starting now. So if you notice, if you still wonder why the learning outcome matter, there's also a blog written by one of my colleagues, why learning outcomes matter and how to write one. You can read that blog. Remember, every time you open a new link, make sure you open in a new tab. Please don't close the workshop course. Okay, tab. Okay, so you can bookmark this article and you can read it later. Okay, 1 more minute. Mr. Bala, do you have a learning outcome in the home page as well? Yeah, it's actually totally up to you if you want to have a learning outcome in the home page, or you want to have a learning outcome in the different page. Okay, so mostly you can it's totally up to you. Okay, so first in the home page you can have a welcoming message and ice-breaking activity, while create a totally separate page for to reintroduce your course objective and learning outcome also can. Okay, oh, you want to have your learning outcome in the home page also okay, but it's totally how I know is if it's like say you see there's a too much crowded, if your homepage is to feel like too crowded and too much information there, then I always advise educators to put your learning outcome and course objective in the different page. Okay, in open learning we always have this thing called a getting started model. Okay, as orientation models. Okay, where before the learning happen, where you students you introduce some of the good to know information about the course. who's the facilitator, who's the what is the course outcome, what is the objective, do the student need to download any tools or not, or something like that. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next session. Okay. So everyone already had your learning outcome? Okay. So if you're already done, make sure you click, go back to the workshop course. Okay. Now in the workshop course, make sure you done this. Click done. All right. All right. So I'm going to move on to the next topic. Okay. So far we already created a course. We are at the learning outcome in our course. Next is what? I'm going to show you how to create a landing page, a promo page. Okay. One of the things that I really love about OpenLearning is this feature where you can set up a landing page or promo page in OpenLearning and start taking a student enrollment while you're creating a course, while even your course is still in the draft mode. So let's say you just create a course and you want student to enroll, right? Let's say you have 3 months to develop your course, and then you don't want to wait for that 3 months for student to know about your course, because it's like you want student to enroll. You want to utilize that 3 months to gain the enrollment. So you can do that in OpenLearning by setting up the landing page or promo page. Some people call it a promo page. I think that as like a brochure. Okay, when you go to any institution, when you go take any courses in university or in a training agency, what they give you? A training brochure. What do you see in the training brochure? The training, the information about the training. That's the information, the one who will decide you want to take that program or not, right? So same thing in OpenLearning. So when you order for gain the enrollment, you need to set up a landing page. This landing page is the one going to decide if your student want to take your course or not. Okay, but before you set up your landing page, there's a few settings that I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so in my course, I want to set up my landing page first. So my students can enroll in the course, but they can't see the course contents. Okay, they cannot see the course content until the course start page. So student can join, student can make a payment if it's a pay course. So while I'm designing my online course. So that's, I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. All right. So first, I'm going to show you, first thing is I'm going to show you how to set up the, first, I'm going to show you how to set up the course in your course. Okay, let's go back to my demo course. Yeah. All right. Okay, so to set up the course, go to the course setup, go to general. All right, and then scroll until you see the class section. Okay, class, think class as a cohort group to manage your enrollment. Okay, when you have an OpenLearning course, you can create a multiple cohort under the course. Class of July, class of June, class of 2020, class of 2021, where each of the class have a specific student, and each student cannot see the different classes, what the other students do. The content are same, the course are same, but the group students are different. Okay, so you can manage this using a class. So in OpenLearning, you can have one public class, okay, one public class where this is totally public, student can join anytime, okay, and then multiple private classes, okay. So in my scenario, I already create a class for you. In order to create a new class, you just need to click a new class, create a new class button here, and then type the class name. So, sorry, okay. Class name will be, for me, my course gonna start on January 2021. Okay, okay. I think I'm just gonna put January 2021 because there's another cohort, plan other cohort after 3 months. So I'm gonna name this class as January 2021, and the enrollment type for this is I plan as public because I want this course I want to offer to the public. So I'm gonna choose public. If let's say private enrollment, private access code, you probably wonder what is the difference is. The private access code is where you can, it's actually, if you want to make this course, then you're creating this cohort is specifically private for one set of students. And then what you can do, if you choose the private class, and you can set up access code, like you can type any access code, and then you can share the access code to the student, and then the student type the access code to gain enrollment to the course. All right. So remember, this access code is a course specific, not like each student get a different code. So if your students share the access code to the different student, they also can gain access. And then the second one is a private enrollment, where you manually add them, the student, using the email. Okay, we have people are doing that. For example, we have a training provider that actually offer a public course. They already have a one code. They give it as a public. Okay, the students can join anytime. They can make a payment and then join the course. And so, let's say some institution come in, say, hey, I want to get 20, I have a 20 students here. Can you give the 20 seat to my student or not? Let's say they pay you $1. And then what you can do in that scenario, you can create a private different cohort and then set as a private manual enrollment and put that 20 students. So there you go. You can make it twice the money there. All right. So for my case, I'm going to choose public. And then my enrollment cost is actually free. I don't want to charge my students. I want students to join as for free. But if you want to make it a payment, yeah, you can do it. Just choose paid, and then there's a few currencies for you to choose from, like Aussie, Malaysian Ringgit, Singapore, and USD. And then you can set up the price. All right. And then for my case, I'm going to choose free, and then I'm going to click by creating this new public, currently open, class of 2020 will be closed for enrollment. There, remember the one I say, you can't have a two public class. That's why you give me this error, because I choose here public, and my other class called a class of 2020 also a public. Okay, so I'm gonna click create. It's okay, I'm gonna close this. Right. All right. And then class January 2021 is public, and this one changed to manual enrollment. Okay, close for enrollment. Okay, because I can't have two public courses in the same time. Okay, all right, this is how you set up the course. The second I want to show you is how to start a course date. Okay, remember the course is, you need to specifically set up the course date so students know when the course is gonna start. Okay, let's go back to the dummy course. Okay, to set up the course date, go back to the left side panel here, click MSU students and click timeline. Okay, there's a place called class access time. Okay, there's a, and then here you can set up a start date, enrollment close date, and end date. Enrollment close date is basically you can set from what date to what date you want, which date the student you want to stop the enrollment. Okay, so since my course is gonna start in February, January 2021, so I'm gonna start on Friday. So 1st of January 2021, and then I'm okay. I don't want student can enroll anytime, but since this cohort I only want run for 3 months, so I want to close the enrollment after 2 months. Okay, so since this cohort I plan to run from January, March, and April, so I think I'm going to close it maybe for February and 28. Okay, because at least students have after 1 month, if let's say student join the last February 28, they still have 1 month to complete before end of. So end date probably the cohort to finish will be March, end of the March. There you go. So my start date is 1st January. Enrollment enrollment will close date will be on the 2nd 28. And the end date will be 31st and 20. So cross one for 3 months. And then time zone, just leave it as empty. So once you're done, happy with it, And there you go. I already set up the date. This is how you set up the class access date. The third one, I'm going to show you how to set up certificate. Okay, certificate is actually, if you offer a certificate, then you only need to set up this. If you don't want to offer a certificate, please ignore this setting. Okay, all right. But I want to offer a certificate to my students. To set up the certificate, first you need to go to the course setup and then click advanced, and then there's one button there that you need to enable the certification through OpenLearning. Okay, and advanced here, to make sure that you tick this. Okay, enable certification through OpenLearning. If you tick this, then you can see the certification tab on your left tab. Okay, so now click the certification here and then only setting. So here I'm only going to show you how to enable the certificate only, not designing the certificate. Later I will show you how to design the certificate, because the reason is, if you didn't do that, then it won't show up in your landing page. Remember, you currently first you're going to set up the landing page, right? So you need to make sure that all this crucial information is already available in the landing page. So students know, is it of a certificate, when the start date, how many price is that, so everything. How much, sorry. And that certificate is available, all right? Okay, this is a case, this is one of the best case is, one thing I love about OpenLearning is, even you decided to offer a course for free, take student for free, you can still charge for a certificate if you want to. Let's say student can enroll my course for free, but if they want the certificate, they have to pay. Yeah. Okay, I think in my case, I'm going to choose that because I want to get my investment from subscribing my personal plan. So I'm being nice. People can still study for free, but if they want certificate, want to put in the LinkedIn page or share in anyone, they can pay for the certificate. So the price I'm going to put pay, and then I'm going to choose measuring it. I'm not stinky, maybe 30 ringgit is enough. Okay, introduced by Chandru Studio. Okay, yeah. All right. And then automatically issue certificate on completion course. You can choose yes, no. If you choose yes, and automatically when the student get 100% in the completion bar, in the completion setting, the certificate will be automatically issued. If you're very busy people, you feel like, oh, I'm gonna be have more than 1,000 students, then choose yes. And if you feel like, oh, no, I want to manually go and check everyone participate, and then only I want to issue certificate, then you make sure you choose no. And then there's later I will show you how to issue the certificate, how to issue certificate manually. So for my case, I'm gonna stick with yes, and make sure you, once you're happy with it, click yes. There you go, registering it. Okay, so when I say payment, you can see there's a new tab appear here. Click get certified. So student can click this get certified, and then they can make pay to get their certifications. All right. So next, I'm going to show you how to set up the landing page, the promo page that I mentioned. Okay. To set up the landing page, go back to the course setup, and then click landing page in this part. Okay, remember we already set up for our landing page, we already set up how much the cost for your course, free or paid. The second, we already decide when the course gonna start, when the course gonna finish, start and end date. And then third one, we already decide is it the course gonna offer a certificate or not. Okay, and then fourth, we're gonna set up the landing page to gain the enrollment. Okay, first you can first number one, this is where this is the edit panel to set up the course landing page. First, you can decide either you want to set up a promotion video or promotion image. If you already have a promotion video, very nice course promotion video, please make sure you upload in your YouTube. And then what you can do is you can choose a promotion video and upload, paste your course video URL here. So there'll be very nice promotion video. If you feel like, oh no, I don't have a time to make a video, I think you also can use a static image. For my case, I'm just going to use a static image. See, you can see I will upload the image very nicely here. This image I taken from free Creative Commons websites. Okay, where you can take, that's actually a free stock image websites, real free, no tricky there. So you can get the images from there. And And then also already fill in some of the information. So you can type a cost blurb, like what is the hook, what makes student to take this course. So you can type a very nice cost blurb, and then some cost under the cost introduction section. You can type, so I'm going to use this as my cost blurb. Okay, all right. Okay, and then I'm going to remove this. Okay, all this information is already in the content that I share with you. Okay, so basically in the landing page, one of the information that normally is very important to have is a promo image, cost objective, cost outcome, and also if you feel like student, if you're offering some technical course, if you feel like student need to download the tools, the cost of prerequisites, or you want to share a modules overview, also can. Okay, so it's totally up to you. You know your cost better. But normally I advise what is the most important thing to have in a cost promo landing page is cost objective, cost outcome, promo landing page image, and as well as other key information that you feel like is important. So you just put, if you have a further information, you can put the tab in the further information tab, all right? And also you also can put the cost stuff information, type in who's the cost stuff. Okay, so you just need to type their email ID. Okay, so okay, use the email ID. Don't type the name. If you type the name, there's 1,000 of people the same name. You probably had the wrong people. So use their email ID. Email ID is unique. Okay, so once you're happy with this, click save. Okay, all right. But before you click save, you also can view the landing page. See, is it you happy with the landing page or not? Okay, this is my course landing page, staying safe online for parents. You can see certified by Chandru Studio. Remember, I put it right. Where's the and certificate of type, certificate of completion, and start date. Oh, start any date time. Okay. Okay, let me go and double check this one. Okay, start date will be 1st 2021. Okay, and then this code. Okay, all right. It's supposed to show the start date. Okay, never mind. I will check later. Okay, so so there's a duration is flexible, and then the cost is free to learn, but you need to pay 30 ringgit to certify. All right, remember the setting that I just did. Okay, there's a information, cost blurb, and cost objective. Okay, and then the cost outcome. Remember the outcome that we just everything is here. Who's supporting you? All right. Okay. What other information you think is important in the landing page? Okay, if you let's say you're creating online course, besides the one I just shared, what other information you think that will be suitable in the landing page? Feel free to share in the chat box. Okay, or I think if I'm creating landing page, I want to have information about this. So feel free to share, and then I'm going to give you 5 minutes to set up your own landing page now. Okay. Okay, go back to your own dummy course. Go back to your own dummy course. Remember all the setting that I just showed you. Okay, course in the class, start date, certificate setting, and also the landing page. Set up everything and then screenshot your landing page and share in the course workshop. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do this. If you don't know if you stuck, feel free to ask your question in the chat box. Okay, 5 minutes starting from now. Okay. Setting up this landing page is one of the most important thing, and if you feel like you have other information besides course objective, outcome, model overview, or any other information you think is good to have on a landing page, share in the chat box so we also can learn from it. Okay, so everyone following? Okay. Let us know if you have any question. Remember, this is a hands-on session. You learn better by doing practice. And if you start, this is the best time to ask questions, okay, because you are already here. All right. So practice and then okay, let me double check the time. Okay, 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. If you want to know how other people doing their landing page, go to openlearning.com and click in any courses in the openlearning.com inside and go and check the landing page. What are the information they put in the landing page? How they write the landing page, how interactive is that? Learning from others is normally, it's actually, that's how I do. Actually, I love to explore how other people design the landing page and learn from that for in my all the next course design. So it's actually very good. Okay, all the landing page is there. It's where you can see all the information is for you to see. So this is the first point to break the ice. Okay, if you're offering a paid course, then imagine how your landing page should look like. Okay, this is where they're gonna decide: am I gonna spend $13 or $100 to take this course? And what are the information that you need to put there? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the workshop course. Make sure that everyone's sharing. Okay, so after you craft your landing page, what you can do is screenshot your landing page. Okay, and come back to the workshop course, this workshop course, and share in the activity section here. Upload the image here. So I'm going to show you how to upload. Okay, let me show you how to screen. So I'm going to use snipping tools. Yeah. If you're using a Windows, if you're a Windows user, you have this tool called snipping tool. Yeah. So, and then after you're done with everything, make sure you click View Landing Page, and then it will show up like something like this, right? So. Okay, and then snip. Okay, it's okay. You can share only this part also. Okay, no problem. Okay, this will be saved as an image file, and then save it in your desktop. And then go back to your workshop course and upload here. Click here to upload your screenshot. Okay, is everyone following? Okay, it's okay. If you still doing it, please you can still share it later. Okay, but I want everyone who currently doing, please screenshot and share your landing page screenshot here in the workshop course, so I can see you are following. Okay, now you already set up the landing page, right? I'm already showing how to set up the landing page. So your landing page is ready to gain enrollment. But before that, you need to do one more setting, which is make your course online. Okay, remember, after you set up your landing page, don't forget to turn your course online in order to gain enrollment. But if you set up the starting date is like 3 months, right? Don't worry, your students can't see your course content until the date itself. So you can safely edit your course contents and add activities. So how to turn your course online is, let me go back to my demo course. Okay, so to turn course online, go to the course setup on the left side panel, click general, and then there's a course status, say online, offline. Okay, online, offline. Okay, make sure you click online, then student can start enrolling in your course. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, we're gonna move on to the second module of this session. Is we already have a landing page. Next is we're gonna design our course. We're gonna start designing our course. Okay. All right, let's start with our first session is starting your course structure. Sorry, the landing start date already came. 11 September 2020. All right, so let's start with our next session, course structure. Okay. Now we already have one course, and then the course is pretty much empty. There's no structure, and you need to start creating your course structure. But you already done that during your course plan, right? Remember, take a look at your course plan or the dummy course plan that I shared. You just downloaded earlier. So in the course plan, there's already a structure. What is the first module? What is the second module? What is the third module? Under first module, what is the subtopic? Second module, so what's the subtopic? That basically is a course structure. Okay, so you plan that in the course plan. Next is do that, whatever that we plan in the course plan is apply that in OpenLearning platform. So I'm going to show you how. But before that, there's a 3 terms that you need to remember. 3 important terms. This term will come all the time when you work in the OpenLearning. Okay, these 3 magic words. Okay, these 3 magic words is called a model set, modules, and pages. When you think about the course structure or course creating a course structure in OpenLearning, this is a 3 term that normally come across. A model set, modules, and pages in that order. Okay. First is, let me show you some of the example courses that I already have in OpenLearning. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you. Okay, what is a module set? Okay, module set is the first thing that student will see when they look at your course. Okay, first thing they will see. Okay, is normally will appear on the left side panel, on the navigation panel, and you always have an arrow pointing on the right. So for example, in this beginner guide of coffee course, the module set is actually this one called your learning journey. You can name anything you want for your module set. Okay, and you normally have an arrow pointing on the right. You can have as many as module set you want in your course, is totally up to you. For example, in this course, there's only one module set, and under the module set, there will be modules. Okay, a module is this one. All right, so student need to click the module set in order to see the modules. Okay, so modules have like in this course we have a couple of modules like 7 modules, and then each module have its pages. Remember the order: module set, modules, and pages. So you can create as many as modules under the one module set, and also as many as pages in your each module. But it's totally up to you. It's totally up to your course plan. How you plan your course plan, that's the one you're gonna create here, right? So for example, this course AR/VR, you can take a look. This course have 2 module set. One module set for learning activities where the students do the activities in the course and also see the contents and participate in the activities. There's a second module set called Learn. Let's Get Working. It's basically for final activity. Okay, you also can do something like this. Okay, and then there's a one more module set. There's one more example here. This course called Snapshot. Okay, Snapshot also same. There's a two module set. Start here and unlock your creativity. And start here basically just a orientation model. Okay, you also can do something. Let's say your course you want to create an orientation model like a module 0, getting started. You can either put that in the separate module set like how we show it in this getting snip lens course, or you can put that orientation model directly in one model like how we did it in this coffee course where the orientation model directly, let's get started, is directly inside one module. So it doesn't matter. There's a tree. Normally, when creating, there's a tree structure that you can basically follow when creating a course in OpenLearning. Okay. Let me take this off. Okay. Go back to our workshop course. Okay. All right. So first structure is actually something like very simple like this. Let's say you're creating a very short course, very simple short course. Then you can create a one module set, and under the one module set, just one module and maybe 3 or 4 pages. That's suitable for very, very short course. And then second structure where you can apply is you can create one module set, and under the module set you can create multiple modules like how we show, I show in the coffee course, and also AR/VR. So student can take everything directly in one module set. Okay. And then the other way is structure tree is where you can, instead of creating a topic as a module, you do that as a module set. So let's say you want to put the topic name directly in the module set also can, for easy access for your students. Or you want to name as a, let's say you want to release by week. Then you can create a week 1 module set, and under week 1, what's the topic, and then the pages. And then next you can work on the week 2, week 3, or something like that. You also can release by week also. But there's one thing that you need to remember here is actually, if let's say your course is you want to, let's say you want to lock the course modules by sequence. Let's say you want student to finish first module 100%, then only module 2 will be unlocked or available to them. And then I'm strongly advised, if that's the case, I'm strongly advised to stick with structure 2, where you only create one module set and put all the contents, all the modules inside one module set, instead of creating multiple module set. So again, it's totally up to you how you want to do it, but just everything involved in this three structure, in these 3 terms: module set, modules, and pages. Just remember the sequence. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you next is how you're going to create this. Workshop course. How we're going to create these modules and module set and also pages. To create module set, modules, and pages, go to your dummy course, course setup, click contents. Okay. Okay. Here you can type in your. Okay. Let me remove this. I already created a few modules last time to test few things. Okay. All right. To create a module set, you will see some small bar here. Okay, this is where you create a module set. So I'm going to create a new module set called Learning Journey. Okay, right? Okay, by default, there's already been one module set created for me called Learning Activities. Okay, which you can see here, right? Learning Activities. So, but I don't want to use this module set. I'm going to create a new module set. Click create. There you go. I will create a new module set called Learning Journey. Okay, now go back to our course plan, right? So I'm using this course plan to develop this course. Okay, so I'm gonna open my course structure, this one. Okay, my first module called Getting Started. So I'm gonna copy this, and create my first module. Okay, to create a first module, type in your module name here. Getting Started. Okay, yeah, actually, I already created a model called Getting Started last time, so I'm just gonna delete this and then delete. All right, so there you go, Getting Started. And then my second models are called. So remember how easy is this? So when everything planned in the cost plan, everything just copy paste only. You don't need to think about what the name I want to put for my model set and model. So everything already planned beforehand. So I just need to copy easily from my cost plan document. Okay, the second model set, line safety and threads. Yeah, there you go. Then the third model set will be, the second one is called online password. Okay. So there's this one called model 0, the orientation model. I have a first model, online safety and thread, and then the second model is passwords. All right. So I already created models under the model learning journey model set. Next is I need to create a pages. Okay, pages is the one the student where you put your contents, right? So you need to click the pages in order to see the content. The pages always come last. Okay, remember we're only creating a structure here, not putting the contents. Later I'm going to show you after you create the pages how to put the contents. But in order to put the contents, you need to have this phrase structure ready. Okay, so what is my first pages is called okay, sorry. Okay, so under this getting started, my first one called welcome. Okay, the second called course information. So I'm gonna copy paste this, then call welcome, and then meet the team. The second, okay, and then you can create as many as you want. You can even reorder the model set if you want to. Just drag and put it like this. If you want to remove the page, just click the X icon here. All right. So let's say if you want to move the, you also can reorder the model set also, models also if you want. If you bring your mouse cursor here on the right hand side, you can see my mouse cursor is, the icon is changed. So this means I can drag. Okay, I can move around my model set, rearrange my model set arrangement. I also can, you also can actually move your models inside to different model set. Okay, so let's say this model 0 model, let's say you want to move from model set called learning to learning activity, just put it, drag and put it here. You say move models. Okay, let's say if you want to move the pages you created, let's say this model 0 you already have a pages. Let's say you want to move this page to the second model. Okay, you can't drag it. This is where the dragging not work. What you can do is you can type in the same name of the course page title. Okay, let's say you can type the welcome here. Okay, at the existing page, yes. Right, so you can remove this page easily. Right, so this is how you move in your pages. All right, okay. Next is after you create models and the structure, you can see I already create a new course models structure, but it's not showing up on my left navigation tab. This is where you need to do one more setting in the appearance. So go back to course setup and appearance, and then go scroll until you see the course navigation section. So here you can see the new model set I just created. See, the learning journey is appear on the right hand side tab. If it's appear in the right hand side tab, it means it's invisible. Okay, so so in order to make it appear on the left side panel, navigation panel, you need to drag the model set, this learning journey model set here, and put it here. All right, and you can see there's a 2 model set. Okay, I don't want this learning activity model set because I'm not using that, right? So I'm just going to drag it and put it here. All right, there you go. Then created, I already have a structure. Okay, so this is how basically you create a course structure. Okay, if you want to create a second structure, click your model set and keep on adding your pages. So very simple, you just need to take a look at your cost plan and then copy. The first one is what? under module 1 is internet, the new front line. So type, and then there you go. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, if you have any question, feel free to ask it in the comment section. But now what I want you to do now is I want you to try this at your own. Okay, so you're gonna do a very simple activity. Following the step that I just showed you, try to create your own cost structure using the cost plan, your cost plan that you just downloaded. If you're creating your own cost, then use your own cost structure. Okay, if you're using my sample, then you can refer to the cost plan document, not cost content, cost plan document. There's already structure there. So just need to copy paste and then create a structure. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do this. Time starting now. Okay. Hi, Harriet. Okay, I try to go slowly a little bit like this now. Okay. Okay, if you miss, don't worry. This session is recorded, and then we share later. Okay, there's a step guide to share by Atika. There's a picture guide that you can refer one by one, and for you to practice later. Okay. I just started my timer. 3 minutes starting now. If you start, please ask your questions in the chat box. So now when I show this here, you can see how important the cost plan is. This is why I really emphasize the importance of creating the cost outline. Is where from starting creating the cost, even putting a simple cost title, the name, and creating the cost structure, developing landing page, everything is actually planned in the cost plan. If the information is you not plan earlier, you don't have the information beforehand, high probably will start during the development stage and then you forgot. So make sure that creating cost plan is, make sure it's a very high priority and put all the information there. So later when you come to the OpenLearning platform, you can quickly do that. Okay, like copy paste, plan the structure fast and everything. You also can plan everything in the cost plan. The cost plan that I share you is a very simple document. You can have your own template and you can put a lot of information like it. What color I want to use in the cost, what color code. Either you want to use in the cost only this 3 color code, then you can type in the color code. So when you're creating a cost later or using this color artwork, everything in the cost, then you stick with that color code. You can put that information as well in your cost plan. So if you have a good idea like what should include in the course plan, feel free to share in the chat box. So we also can learn from you. Okay. Okay, so for the one that already done, so what you can do is I want you to create your structure and I want you to screenshot, okay, same method. Just you screenshot your landing page. Feel free screenshot using your snipping tools, your landing page, it will show up something like this. You can see the example here, okay. Don't worry, high probably there's no beautiful picture like this. You look blank, right? It's okay, leave it blank. So screenshot your structure. We just want to see your structure and share the structure picture here, upload here. Just like, wow, someone already done it. Okay, can I give a like? Okay, so then it'll be great. Okay, it's easy to upload. Just upload, click upload. Okay. Okay, we show up like this. Click next. Okay, something like this. All right. Okay, so time is up. All right, so we're gonna move on. Okay, I'm gonna restart my timer. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. Okay, we already have a cost structure. Next is how to add the contents in the after we create a cost structure. So this is a little bit tricky part. So I try to go a little bit slower. Okay, my best. Okay, if I go fast, please let me know. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, it's time to add the contents. So what is mean contents? Okay, remember when you're creating online course, you only plan what you want to have in your course. In your course is in your course plan, but of course content is much more bigger, right? The write-ups are bigger, sometimes video. You're not putting everything in your course plan. I'm most of the time you just write down what is simply what is the short form of what is the contents mean. Okay, content normally is huge. Sometimes when you talk about the contents, there's a different type of contents. There's a video contents, there's text contents, there's audio contents like audio, and there's infographic like picture contents, right? And also file contents like PowerPoint file or Microsoft Word file. And so there's a different type of content as well, like HTML5 contents. All right. So all this is considered contents. Okay, so but I probably when you creating contents, you can use different. You probably already create this content using a different authoring tools that from third-party authoring tools. Okay, so after you create the contents, I'm going to show how to add the contents in OpenLearning using our widgets. Remember this word, widgets. Okay, so when it comes to the creating a content, this word widget is the one you come across. Okay, when you go scroll down our help page, when you come across the word called widgets, you know what is that. Okay, it's our building blocks of contents. Okay, so let me open my sample. Okay, okay, widgets is basically, as mentioned, is a building block of contents. Okay, if you take a look at we have a lot of different type of widgets. Okay, in OpenLearning. So widgets is basically we have a content widgets. Okay, we have a posting widget and also a lot of widgets. Okay, but first I'm going to only show the most important widgets here, which is if you click. Okay, let me show you how to go to this page first. Okay, first, in order to see the widgets, you need to go to add the contents. You need to go to the page that you want to add the content. For example, this the internet, the new front line. Let's imagine I want to put the contents in this page. this image. The contents I already prepared beforehand. Okay, this is where remember the cost sample that we just downloaded earlier. Forget the cost plan. Now look at the content document. So I already put all my contents in that document. I just need to get the content from there from the document and put it here. So this is what I'm going to show you step by step. All right. So, but before that, let's understand these widgets. What is all the widgets all about? Okay. So widgets, we have a few categories. One first category we call it core. Okay, core means this is the most important widget. I probably use this widget a lot. The second, we have a quiz widget. Second category called quiz, where close-ended activities where you can create a quiz activities like multiple choice, short answer, fill in the blanks, crossword puzzle, and something like that. And then we have an integration widget. This is a little bit advanced, right, a little bit high level, where we have HTML5 snippet widget, embedded iframe. Let's say you create an activity in a Kahoot, you want to embed the Kahoot page in OpenLearning, then you use iframe, embedded iframe. And then HTML5 X API is, if you don't know how to use this, you can refer to our page and then try it all. Okay. And then the last one is called advanced. Advanced just, we have a lot of widgets here, like share anything. My favorite widget, where this is actually a posting category widget, but it's in the advanced section. And then we also have a survey widget, Twitter widget, and also code snippet widget, and gallery. Gallery is actually for posting widgets. Okay, so let's go back to the core, because this is a demo that I'm going to show you. Today I'm only going to focus on core. Okay, I'm not going to focus on other type of widgets. I'll let you to explore your own. But there's plenty of help page for you to do that. That can guide you. All right. So if you want to know more about the widgets, you can see this very small icon, the question mark icon. Click that, learn more, and it will lead to the help page. And then here we have a text widget, especially for text contents. If you want to add a text content, then you use the text widget. Okay, this is where this even in the core we split into a couple of categories here. One is a content. Okay, content, all the color content like like little bit green. Okay, posting is orange, and also interactive prompts is purple. Okay, so so first let's start with the content. Content, we have a text, we have a video, we have a file, and audio. Okay, if you have an audio, if you have a video file, then you use the video widgets. For the posting, it helps you if you want to create activities, open-ended activities. Remember, there's activity instruction, and I'll ask you to share, right? Share your image, share your thoughts, and everything. So that's why I use a posting widget. So if you want student to share text, you use a post text. You want student to share image, then use a post image. And then if you want student to share file like a Word document, PPT, then use a post file widgets. Interactive prompts is basically where you can create a checklist and also random selector. If you notice, there's a random select checklist. I use a checklist in one of the page where you need to tick, right? That's a checklist widget. So, okay, let's start adding our contents. Okay, so I'm gonna open my my content document. Okay, this is my content document. Sorry. Okay, where every contents here. Okay, so first content is the internet, the new front line. I already create the page, but there's no contents empty, right? This is the content. So let's put our contents. So I already write down everything in my content page. So this is a text. So since this is a text, what widget do you think is suitable for this scenario, this type of context? Text. Okay. So you can see there's already a text by default already in here. So what you can do is I can easily copy. I just copy that and I paste it here. You also can type directly if you want to in the text widget. There's already like a multiple formatting tools like bold, italic. Also you can use like a numbering list, bullet list. You also can add image if you want to. Okay. You also can make it bigger, like using format. Okay, let's make it bigger, right? And there you go. And then to add the image, just simply add the image. Okay, to add the image, put your mouse cursor there. You can see this small icon here. And click select file. Okay, let's add image. Okay, all right. Maybe size is 300. Then you also can choose how the style of the image. I want the image to be flow left, shadow, and also frame. Okay, otherwise you can leave it empty. You can't have a flow left and center in the same time. You'll be conflicted. So when it comes to the flow left, flow right, and center, you only can choose one. So I'm going to untick this. Sorry, I'm going to untick this. Yeah. So there you go. I already have an image here. I can still rearrange the size here. Oh, okay. Need to put the size here. Right? Okay, there you go. So I did put a very nice contents here, right? Look how easy is this. Okay, when you already have a content prepared in one document, and then just need to copy paste. And then again you can do for all type of contents. Just go back to your contents, and then if let's say you have a video, then how are you going to do the video, right? Video you have a two-way. Either you can embed YouTube link, okay, from the YouTube, or you can directly upload in OpenLearning. Okay, to upload your video contents, choose a video file, video widget. Okay, then click setup. And then there's a two choice, like I mentioned, either you use a URL from YouTube or file upload. File upload, you use the MP4 file, and for each widget, each file widget, you can upload maximum 5 GB. That's quite huge, but don't do that. Make sure when you upload the video, make sure the video is short, simple, and also very engaging. All right. So I mean, for this my scenario, I already have on a YouTube. Since I already prepare the YouTube in my document, right? So I already have it here. So I'm fetching the video information, and I'm gonna click done. There you go. The video is already. So you also can make this video a little bit half size by clicking this half to shrink width. So, and then maybe you can put it here. And then put one more text widget maybe here. Say what this video all about. Okay. Maybe you can type, please watch this video where we self-explain about what is internet. You can type some very simple short text here. All right. And then the next is if you want to upload, you also can upload a different type of file like audio, okay, MP4 or file widget. You can directly upload like a PPT, Word, and everything. Okay, so so this is how you create contents. Okay, very straightforward and very easy. All right. Next, let's say if you want to create activity, how I'm gonna do that is okay. We already have one activity right in this page. It's called activity or internet. Okay. Okay. Let's create this activity. Okay. So this activity first, in order to create activity first, you need to type that activity instruction first. Okay, using a text widget. Okay, first I'm going to use the text widget to type the activity instructions. Okay, I already put everything there. And then if you want, you can put some container. Okay, under format to make it this is the activity. You also can put icon also if you want to upload icon, maybe put this in the middle. All right, format, make it bigger. Okay, if you want to put icon here also can upload icon, say this is an activity, make it nicer so people can see. And there you go, the activity instruction. You already typed the activity instruction. Next is make the track the right widget to allow the student to share their work. Since this activity instruction, I want them to share their thoughts. So what, and this is where you use the posting widgets, the one in the orange. So what is the correct post widget you think is suitable for this scenario is, yes, post text. Okay, so drag and put it in your post text. There you go, there's a post text here. So student can share directly their thoughts, everything. So every time you use a text widget, make sure you double check your completion setting as well. Okay, each widget have its own completion setting. Okay, and this one also. This completion setting is the one is if you want to this part of the contents to be tracked or not under the progress. So let's say this one I want to be part of the completion tracking. Okay, I am happy with this completion. Start playing and click done. This one, do you want? No, this is just a very plain simple instruction, so no completion tracking. So you decide which part of the content you want to be part of the completion or don't want to be part of the completion. This one is okay, I want. And for the post widget, every time you use a post text, there's a share setting as well. So if you notice the share setting, click the share setting, you can decide how you want to, you can further do an extra setting to restrict the restriction to your student post. Like if you want if you want this everyone in your class to see this student submission, only teacher now the only. Or you want student to restrict the visibility based on the date and time. And also if you want student to make a post widget as a group. Okay, widget as a group, there's a few settings you need to do and before I end do this setting here, but you can always refer to the help page there. All right, so once you're happy with everything, then make sure you click done. And then every time remember use a post text, there's a gallery down. Make sure you have a gallery. Okay, post tag, post widget, posting widget, and the gallery come hand to hand. If you don't have a gallery after the posting widget, make sure you go and drag the gallery there. But most of the time it come automatically, but I always advise you to double check. Okay, so gallery is the one show the student collection. Remember when you post something in the posting widget, that post will be visible in the gallery. If you don't have a gallery, high probably you can't see your student post. Okay, students submit, but you can't see it. Okay, so make sure you have a gallery. So this is how you create a very simple activity, right? Very simple and straightforward. Is it easy? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna give you some time to create your own page. Okay, let me go back to the content page. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you some time to do activity. Okay, I'm going to try this at your own. So go back to your dummy course. Go back to your dummy course. Create one page. Use the page. I probably already create structure, right? You already have a structure, so I cannot create a page. So click one page that you already created from your structure. Click one page and try add the content by referring to the sample content that I give you. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do this. Okay. If you have any question, if you're stuck, feel free to ask in the chat box below. Right? All right. Okay. Next, after that, I'm going to show you other things called tagging. 5 minutes starting now. Remember the order, you already have a structure, right? So high probably your structure will look something like this. Your empty course will look something like this. Go back to the page and click edit, the top right section. Okay, go back to the page that you want to add content, click edit, and then you will see the contents and you will see the widget on the left side, and then drag the current widget and try and add your contents. Okay, all the contents activities that are already provided in the sample content document, so you can use that for your hands-on. Okay, if you have your own content, feel free to use that, but at least try in your one page. Drag a widget, see how the things look like. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay. Wow, yes, time is done. All right. Okay, so let me start this. Okay, so by now you had a try at your own and start to add at least one contents in at least in one page. So next I'm going to show you is actually how to do the tagging. Okay, remember the outcome tag that I mentioned earlier, the one that when you set up the course outcome. Okay, so we set up the outcome tag there, but remember when I mentioned is this is the tag that will connect your learning outcome to your contents and activity. I say that right? So how to do that? Okay, in the early page we only set up the outcome and what is outcome tag for each learning activities. So here I'm going to share how to connect this both your learning outcome to the activities. So by now, if you notice in this cost plan document, if you let me open my cost plan document. So this second page, okay, in the module 1, this second page called fishing is actually fulfilling my first LO called fulfilling 2 LOs, okay, in my course, okay. So which is recognize threat to online safety, identify sign of online scam, and so this activity fulfilling these 2 LO. So I want to tag these 2 LO to this activity in this phishing attack. So how you can do this by using the tagging. Okay, there's a 2-way you can do tagging. One is by page and one is by widgets. Okay, page and widget. Let me show you the first one. Okay, let me go back to my first demo page. Okay, to connect your learning outcome to the page, to the contents and activity, go to that particular page first. And then first, to do the page tagging, first method is page tagging. If you scroll until end of the page, you will see something like this, hashtag. Okay, so when you click this, and you can see all the outcome tag that I specified earlier. Remember there are 4 outcomes, right? And for all our 4 outcomes, I will set up what is the shortened tag for each outcome, which is this one. Okay, this is the reason why I say I prefer using action verbs instead of LO1, LO2. If you see only LO1, LO2, I don't remember what is my LO1. If I use action verbs, identify, recognize thread, then I know this is a outcome for that recognized thread. That's why this is the reason I prefer using action verb as my shortened text. But it's totally up to you. Okay, so so it's fulfill 2 outcomes. Recognize threads and also identify. Okay, so this is how you do tagging. Okay, so when you do tagging, so basically when the student posts something, is basically to say is fulfill these 2 outcomes. The activity that fulfill these 2 outcomes. So this is to do by page. The second, remember I say you also can do by widgets. To do by tagging by widgets, click edit and go back to the posting widget. Go back to the posting widget. For example, this is activity, right? There's fulfill 2 outcomes, and students share in this activity. So click share setting, and you will see share tags. So when you click this same thing, it's recognized. It's fulfilling 2 outcomes, recognize trends and identify. Okay, and then click done. Okay, you can either do both or either choose one. It's totally up to you. Okay, but me preferably I directly like to tag my widgets instead of page. But either way is totally okay with you. It's okay. It's totally up to you. So this is how you do the tagging. Tagging is actually very important part. There's a reason why tagging is important. One is connecting your contents and activities to your learning outcome to make sure that topic that you teach is relevant to the learning outcome. And the second is if you want to set up the assessment, in OpenLearning we have this assessment feature. Okay, it's totally work independently. If you want to set up an assessment after you design course, can. Okay, but it's come later. But if you want to set up that, then you need to do set up outcome and set up the outcome tags. So later it will help you to set up the assessment. So even it will help you to link the assessment criteria to the learning outcome. So please always do this in your own cost when you design your own course. Okay. All right. So if you're having any questions or anything, doubt about the learning outcome text or anything, feel free to ask in the chat box. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Let me go back to the workshop course. And then we're going to move on to the next one. My favorite part of this workshop course is beautifying your course. Okay, beautifying course is what is Chandru mean by beautifying your course visual? Okay, remember, even when you buy an house, empty house look very ugly, right? It's very ugly. But when you beautify an house, putting some interior design, everything looks so nice. Yeah? Even you can turn even a very low cost house to the very beautiful house if you do the interior design properly. Same thing in online course. Online course, you need to, after you create a course, put in contents, you need to beautify a little bit to make sure it's look nicer to eye and everything. So there's a few ways you can do this. One way is you can change your course banner and then change your course theme color and background color, and also uploading course and also page thumbnail. Okay, so I'm going to show you each how to do that. Let's start it with the first one. But if you're using an image, before that, if you're using an image, remember when I use image throughout the course, I always take stock images from Creative Commons Zero license websites. I don't go to the Google type image and then download from that. It may be copyright. You may end up in, you may have a face problem later if you do that. So don't do that. Always go to the Creative Commons Zero sites to get the free images. I already share the link here. This is a 4 sites that I found that's images real free. Even you can use for the commercial purpose as well. If no images, take your camera or take your smartphone and take your own picture. Okay. Otherwise, there are also attribute images you can use, but make sure you need to put size for that. All right. First, let's start with changing our banner. If you look at this workshop course, there's a very beautiful banner here, right? Very nice banner. Now let's look at my demo course banner. Wow, nothing. It's very quite ugly. So how I made from this to this is where I use a third-party tool called Canva. Okay, Canva is my favorite video image editing tool. It's very user-friendly, very easy to use. I use my Canva to create my course banner, my course thumbnail, as well as in-course artwork as well. Because throughout the course, let's say you want to create an infographic, any nice pictures, then you can use Canva. And it's also free, and the key part is there's no watermark in it. And even when you use a free version, also the quality is very, very nice. So I use a Canva for this. I go and develop. So you probably wonder what is the size for this. Okay, to first go and create the banner in Canva, but to know the size, let me go back my demo course. Okay, go to the course setup and then click appearance. Okay, all right. So this is where you can upload your course banner that you already created in Canva. So click this to know what is the size of the banner. The size of the banner is a 234T pixel. Oh, let me close this. Okay, 2340 pixel by 340 pixel. So when you create the banner in the Canva, you need to use this size. And then create from that. So after you create, save it as a PNG image, file image, and come back to this course setup appearance and click change banner to upload your banner. That's how I change from this to that. I already created a sample banner, so I'm just gonna upload it here. Okay. So this course called creating iteration to save parents, right? Yeah. Oh, I don't have some. Okay. Okay, yes. Staying safe online for parents. Yes. See, I already have a banner. This one I create from this one. Click save. Uploading. Oh, retry. Give some time, depend on the internet connection. Okay, see, already created. So I'm going to untick this show cost name in the banner. Otherwise, because I didn't type my cost name when I create the cost banner. So if that one is tick, you can see it's a contradicting. Okay, let me show you. Okay, I'm going to refresh my page. See, this is my cost title that I already specified earlier. And this is our title that I typed in the banner. So you can see there's a overlapping. So I'm going to untick this. All right. Now it's gone. So this is how you create a banner. You can put, sorry, my banner looks a little bit ugly. So you can create a very beautiful banner. You can put some of your logo. You can put your institution logo, and you can put, if your cost is claimed by HRDF, claimed by HRDF, you can put HRDF claimable by HRDF logo over there. All right. So you can make it very nice. Okay. If you want to see the sample banner, go and enroll in any of free online course in OpenLearning and see it and survey all their banner. Okay. And the second is I'm going to show you how to change the theme color. See this theme color, the one is color. So you can change to any color if you want. All right, totally up to you. You can see the color from here, or you can type the hex code. Okay, so always choose the right color. Okay, and the one is suitable for your cost. Okay, and after that, you also can choose the background color if you want to. Okay, background color like a picture. All right, I'm going to choose black. Okay, see how it looks like. Yeah, it's not really like looking nice. So, and then you also can upload a background image. So it's totally everything is very user friendly and very straightforward. Okay, and if you want background image to be repeat, choose no repeat, then it's okay. So this is how you choose your background, change your color banner, theme color, and also background color. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to upload a course thumbnail. Okay, so the page banner appear on the top. The course thumbnail normally will appear in the course in the main landing page. If a course feature in OpenLearning marketplace, you can see. Okay, let me show you that. It will appear in the OpenLearning marketplace. So the course thumbnail normally is the one is up here. Yeah, all right. This is a course thumbnail. Okay, you can see there's an image in the top right. So this is what we call a course thumbnail. And you also can create a very custom thumbnail in the Canva and then upload here. So I'm going to upload my course thumbnail. I already prepared my course thumbnail. So to upload course thumbnail, you need to go to course setup and generate. There you go. There's a section called thumbnail, and we want to see the size. Click this, and then the size is 600 times 400, and that size is very important. Before, make sure you copy, jot down the size before you go to the Canva to design your course thumbnail. So I already create. Then I'm gonna change it by click change thumbnail. Choose file. So this one, yeah, right. And then click save, give some time to load, and then there you go. Course thumbnail is set. So next, we already upload a course banner, choose a theme color, upload a course thumbnail. The last one I want to show you is how to upload page thumbnail. Page thumbnail. So page thumbnail is the one that normally appear here. Remember, all these pages look ugly, right? Welcome, meet the team. You can see the pages look very blank, no picture, nothing. But take a look at the workshop course pages. Okay, just have a picture, look nice. So what you can do is you can upload a relevant picture that's suitable for the topic and to make it nicer, to beautify it. So the way to do that is actually go to the page that you want to go to that specific page. So in this case is the internet, the new frontline. So normally I do this very last minute. After I design my course beautification, I normally do very last before I do the usability test. So click and then Okay, when you click edit, you will see a very small icon here. Okay, very small icon. Click this, and then you can upload a very beautiful page thumbnail. Okay. Yeah. Give some time to load. After you're done, make sure you click view. Okay, and then click learning journey. You can see the page thumbnail is there. So this is how you do for all the rest of the pages, right? So so now you're gonna try at your own. Don't worry, I already prepared cross banner. I already prepared cross thumbnail. Everything is already prepared for you. So if you want to try it, you don't need to go to Canva and try it and design anything. You can download everything from here, sample banner and cost thumbnail. Click this in the workshop course under this page called Beautifying, Beautify your visual course. There's a link here for you to, where you click it, you will lead to our Google Drive page where you can download the sample and then try upload your dummy course, see how it look like. If you choose the Staying Safe Online for parents, make sure you only download Staying Safe Online banner and also cost thumbnail. No need to download everything. Okay, just download the banner and the thumbnail that's specific that your chosen topic. If you're using your own course topic, then for play around, you can use this banner. Okay, it's totally okay. Later you can change it. All right. So so activity time, I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Okay, this one just uploading, right? 3 minutes to do this. Change your course banner, change your theme and background color, upload the course thumbnail. Okay, everything is there, and then upload the page thumbnail, minimum one, just for one page. Okay, and you can get the image from the any site that is here. Okay, 3 minutes starting now. Okay, the one Sophia already shared the links even in the chat box. Okay, okay, 3 minutes starting now. Consistent. There also an article from our Learning Hub site where it say how to create course images the students' countries. You can read the article. You can share that in the chat box. If my banner has a title on it, how do I remove existing title on the course? That's the one. That's actually a very good question. Atika Asa. Okay, not sure how to do this. Okay, no problem. Okay, let me show again that part. Go back to the dummy course. Appearance. Okay. Can you see a very small tick show course banner, course name on the banner? Untick this. Okay. So you can untick this and then you will remove the existing course title. Okay. No problem. It's okay. Most of the people are missed that because it's very small, and then so that's why most of the people are missed that. Okay, don't worry. Okay, there's a sample banners here, also shared by Mashita. It's in the drive, so the link is also shared in the chat box. So you can get from there and also try at your own. Canva is besides, if you found and if you know any other tools besides Canva that you create banner before this, I will feel free to share the link in the chat box. So we also can know, maybe I can try later after this session. Okay, if you come across any other tools that you very good online editing software where you can use to create a banner, infographic, anything, feel free to share in the chat box section. Okay. To upload the course thumbnail, you need to go to the course setup, and you need to go to the course setup and generate. Okay, course setup, generate, and then that's where you can upload your course thumbnail. Okay. Make sure you create your course thumbnail beforehand, and you also can use a plain image if you want to. I'm currently using a very plain image as a course thumbnail, which I directly download from the Creative Commons 0 sites. But if you want to have a very nice course thumbnail with a free icon, okay, then you can edit that in Canva. For example, let's take a look at the sample of all this course thumbnail in the landing page, in the OpenLearning page. So you can see there's people, they all put some free, they put logo, they also put logo, free, the cost of a free, you also can put price, or are you using discount? Are you planning to do some discount? You can put on sales or something like that in cost thumbnail. Okay, so all these things you can edit into Canva and upload. All right, okay. Yeah, feel free to go see how other people's creating their course thumbnail. You can see everyone have the different design. You can get an idea from that. Okay, all right. Okay, once you've done that part, make sure you tick this. Okay, you change your banner, tick this, change your theme color, tick. Okay, remember the checklist widget that I mentioned? This is a one checklist. See how it's useful it is. So, and then your course is all beautiful now. Okay, okay, okay. We're gonna move on to the next one session. Okay, which is now you already Beautify, right? So let's recap on what we have done so far. Okay, so the session I emphasize on important on creating a course plan before you start creating a course on OpenLearning, and then after your course plan, and then I show how to create a course, which is set up a URL, set up a course title, and it's very important finalize the course title before start creating OpenLearning. And remember, URL can't be changed after creating course. And then second, I show you how to set up the landing page, set up the start date, certificate setting, and everything, and make sure the landing page is ready for student enrollment while we're developing our course. And then we create a course structure, and then we migrate the contents. And after we migrate the contents, what we do next is we do a beautifications, which is beautify the course. So pretty much we already done most of the part. The last part is just to do a couple of extra settings before you make your course online or do some usability tests. Okay, so let's move on to the final topic of this workshop is setting up your course. Okay, a final test. So here I'm going to explain a little bit about a few things here. Okay, the first number one, I mean that this topic called setting up a course. If you're not in this topic, go back to your workshop course. Okay, make sure, remember, don't close, right? It's always open in the tab, right? Click start, and then setting up your course. Okay, so I'm gonna be on the last page already. Okay, roles and permissions. Remember, this is actually a software, right? OpenLearning is actually software. So when you're creating a course, probably you're not doing this alone. After maybe your course go online, and then you probably invite some other people to come and help you facilitate everything. There's a different people with different permissions. Okay, this is where this part roles will come in. Okay. In OpenLearning course, there's 5 rules that you need to remember. 5. Okay. The number one, the highest top, is actually course administrator. The first and number one, course administrator. So when you create a course, automatically you're a course administrator. You pretty much can do anything in your course. You can make your course online. You can make your course offline. You can add contents. You can delete contents. You can add structure. You can reorganize your structure. You can pretty much do anything. That's a course administrator, right? And you also can add other people as a course administrator as long as the person have an educator license. Okay. And then the second role is called facilitator. Facilitator is the one that I probably will help you to facilitate the course. So this person, if you grant this person access, this person cannot edit your contents. They can't edit or change your content. They can't change your structure. Pretty much they can't at all access your course setup sections. They only can access the administer student section. In the left side panel, can you see where my mouse is? Okay, so they can't see this course setup section, this administrator persons. That means they can't edit anything under the course setup. And they only can access administer student section and can access everything under administer student section. This section is actually for that to have facilitate where they can get the student, they can see the student name, their progress, and also the statistic and all these general details. So then all the detail will for them to have facilitate. Then the third rule will be assessor, and fourth is assessment designer. These two rules come side by side, okay, assessor and assessment designer. Okay, let me show a little bit about assessment design. In OpenLearning, remember I tell you that you can create assessment in OpenLearning. Okay, so our course design and assessment can work independently. So sometimes if you want to offer a course but you don't want to access the student, you don't need to set up assessment. If you want to access the student using a criteria, give mark, then you need to set up the assessments. And in order to do that, you need to first assign yourself to this roles called assessment designer. First, you need to create a report, and only assessment designer can do that. And this person create a report like what is the outcome, what is the criteria for each outcome, and each criteria is what is the weightage, how you want to evaluate each criteria, set up basically all the reports. So, and assessor is the one going to assess using that report. So basically, sometimes assessment designer, assessor is the same person. You can assign, if let's say it's the same person, you just need to assign these two, give the permission to the same person. And sometimes even course administrator also do that. Even your course administrator, you still need to take yourself as an assessor and assessment designer if you want to create assessment in OpenLearning. The fifth and final role is called a student. And student is actually when someone enroll your course as a student, then they are students. They pretty much cannot see anything in the, they only can see in the left side there, they only can see this part. They can't see anything there with the arrow pointing on the right. Pretty much that all is our administrator sections. Okay, that's one of our setting section. So they can't see this part. They also cannot see the edit in the page. So they only see the contents and also participant activities. So this is a 5 rules that we need to understand. All right. So I'm going to show you how to add a course administrator and facilitator. To add a course administrator, let me open my dummy course. Okay. All right. To add a course administrator, go to the course setup, click advanced, and wait until it's load, and then this is how you add the course administrator. So type in the email ID or OpenLearning username. For my case, I'm just gonna use the email ID. Remember when I mentioned that why use email ID is recommended, because email ID is unique and there's no two person using the same user ID except you share the password with them. So so when it's easy to find the correct person using the email ID instead of name, because there's a lot of people using the same name. So let's say what happens if I type Atika. Okay, there's a lot of Atika. I probably end up adding wrong Atika and give permission to the wrong people. So that's why I prefer using email ID. Okay, so get the email ID, ask them what is the email I use to create OpenLearning account, or ask their OpenLearning username. Okay, so even can type then there's a right person there, and then tick this. Right. So remove the person, simply click the X icon here, and then you can remove them as a course administrator. Remember, you can add as many as people as a course administrator. And the second one, I want to show how to add the facilitator. All right. To add a facilitator, go to the course setup, click rules. All right. So this is where in this section, you pretty much can add a facilitate, assessment designer, and assessor. All these three people in this section. Okay. The same method, you can type the person's email ID. Okay. Okay, think this, and then let's say I want Atika only to facilitate, and then take facilitate. If Atika going to design assessment and assessment design, let's say Atika going to involve as well an assessment design, assessment report design, then choose design assessment. If Atika also going to assess, then choose assess. Okay, so basically after you choose this, choose the correct role, you can see the tab will be visible to them. When you grant them as an assessment designer and assessor, this person can see this assessment tab on the left tab, where they can see the report design for design the assessment designer, well, assess student for assess student for assessor, right? Okay, and to remove the person, simply click remove. And don't confuse with this class. Remember, in one class, you can have a multiple class. I mentioned that. You also can assign people by class. If let's say in this case, Mr. Balasanda, okay. So if let's say this person, I don't want access. I only want them to access the January class. Facilitate. If let's say I don't want the person to access the class of 2020, then I untick this. Okay. So you also can control by class. But make sure you already have a class ready. First, you need to create class. All right, the final one is, so we already show how to add a facilitator and a facilitator. Then I'm going to show you how to add invite learner to the course. Okay. Basically, you can invite anyone to your course easily. Okay. But if you make your course public, then student will click enroll and enroll themselves. You don't need to invite them manually. Sometimes, if some circumstances the student cannot facing problem, let's say, no, I don't have a credit card or I don't have any card, and I pay you money, and then you admit manually. And if let's say that case came, and then there's a scenario, then you can get the cash and then add manually. So in order to that, also you also can do the same thing if you choose manual enrollment class setting. Remember the class setting where you say there's a manual enrollment. This is how you do it. Go to first to add the students. Go to MS students. Click students. In this section is actually a very important section. Okay. So where you can pretty much you can add the student as well as see all the students that enroll in your course. So so this case, I'm gonna use our own workshop course. Okay, let me open my own workshop course. Okay, go back to MS student. Okay, and then you will see some tab here called enroll students. And then if you want to enroll by email, click enroll students. Okay, you can type in their email name. Okay, and then click send email to tick and then click enroll. Okay, so you will basically enroll them. Now the email will be sent to the person, say that you'll be enrolled in this course. Let's say you have for like a 10 or 20 email, then you click enroll multiple emails, and then make sure you list all the emails. So the example is like this. Okay, one email for each row, something like this. You have to use the same example like this, and then once you type in all the email and click enroll student. This is how you enroll the students. All right, and after you enroll the student, if successful, you can see all the list here. Wow, this is our students that currently in this workshop course. We have like total 31 students, 15 comments. All right, so we also can sort by highest enrollment, who really active and who done a lot of things or almost done and everything. Okay, Okay, wow. So most of the people is like already done a very good job. Okay, all right. So this is basically how you add the person. Okay, all right. Let me go back to workshop course. Okay, so we already show how to add a course administrator, how to add a facilitator, and how to invite the student. Okay, all right. So last thing, one more thing I want to show you is design your course certificate. Remember, we only set if the course want to offer certificate or not. We haven't designed the course certificate. So if you choose to offer a certificate through your course, then you need to design your certificate. Okay, all right. In order to do that, go back to your course, dummy course, and then click certifications. All right, and then click issue certificate. Sorry, click appearance. Click appearance. Issue certificate only come to the issue if you want to issue a certificate manually. And then this is where you edit your certificate. There's a 3 background for you to choose from. All right, choose the one you like it the most, and then you can upload the institution logo. The size for institution logo is at 300 times 80 pixel. Okay, you can type here to get there. I'm gonna upload my institution logo. All right, this is institution logo. All right, and then you also can add a custom text, certificate of completion present to for successful completion of. Okay, that text is by default already there. If you're happy with the text, leave it. If you're creating a Basam Live course or any other course in other languages, then change to Basam Live or any other to other language. So or you can, let's say this course is not a certificate of completion, maybe a certificate of participation, then you can type that name, right? And then finally, make sure you type the teacher signature here. So you can upload your digital signature. So I have a digital signature here. Yeah, very nice. And then my name will be Balasanda. And then learning designer and trainer. Learning. Okay. All right. So every time when you're done it, make sure you click save. Okay, don't click. But before, you also can click preview and see how the certificate look like. Okay, you can see the certificate. Look, my logo is very small. That's why it's look very ugly. Also not transparent. Make sure your logo is when you upload, it's a transparent logo. So make sure it's look nicer and everything. So you can see this is I'm happy with this certificate completion present to Balasanda demo. This is a course title. Okay, and then the sign details and also OpenLearning. Okay, so if you want to upload let's say some people ask me if I have a two institution logo, how to upload. So what you can do is you can can design the 2 institution logo as a single image and then upload it as a single image. All right. And this is how basically you edit the certificate. And after that, if you want to issue the certificate manually, click issue certificate. But remember, I do setting automatic, right? So I don't need to worry about that part, right? And also student will have to pay for certification. Okay, the final one is setting is, I'm going to choose how to choose a class spacing. Okay, class spacing is I actually decide how your course is going to run, how the pace of the course run throughout this during its life. So is it your course you want to run, is it your course model you want to be available all the time? Or is it you want your course model to be available on specific dates, unlock on a specific date? This is where you should do that in the class spacing setting. So in order to do that, go back to the administrator students, click administrator student, click timeline. Okay, remember this is a place where we set up a start date, right? All right. So if you after you set up the start date, below that we have one more section called class spacing. Okay, this is where you choose control when your student can access basically the context. There's a 3 setting for you to choose One is open mode, self-paced, and schedule. Okay, open mode is basically allow your student to access the content anytime. They can even move around the topic. They can do topic 2 and then go to topic 1. They can even jump there, jump here. So that's basically open mode. Don't confuse with this whole system, open mode, self-paced schedule. The most important thing is what it does. That's the most important thing. So open mode basically allow students to access content anytime, anytime. And then self-paced is a setting, where the student have to do the course in a sequence manner, where they have to complete the module 1, then only they can see module 2. So if you choose self-paced, okay, let me show you how it looks like. Okay, so I will choose self-paced, and then I will add my other account as a student here, and the course online, yes. Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, it's totally the net is it's totally depend on the internet connection, and also the browser. Yeah, close. Okay. Okay, choose a surveys. Then I'm going to add my other account as a student here. Okay, because that person is actually in the different class. Okay, this is how I did add him. Okay, it's done, successful, class of January 2021. So we already choose, and then let's refresh the other page. Class. So I'm going to double check the class again. Okay, the class has ended. So let me open the class again. Okay, not enter. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, so let me double check that part again. So basically, this setting part, the self pace, is actually to show how to how we do is you will lock the pages. So you will basically lock the model 1 and model 2. The student have to complete model 1, model 0 in order to model 1 to complete. So for the self-paced setting, let me double check with my teams, and then we come back to it on that. Okay. All right. So let me show the third setting. Go back to my dummy course. All right, self-paced and then schedule. Okay. Oh, you must use set up the start date to use schedule. Okay, let's set up the start date. Start date will be today. All right, and then schedule. All right. So this is where you can set when you want each specific model to on. Let's say I want model 0 to be available. So sorry, my start date is actually on 1st January, right? Sorry, I totally forgot. My class gonna start on 1st January. Okay, start date. And then so I'm going to set up this after this 1st January. Model 1 will be available on the 1st of January 2021. You also can decide model 0, sorry. Model 1 can be available on the next Monday, 4th. And then model 2 will be available in the following Monday, which is I want to be available on the 11th. Yes. So this is how you can decide. So basically, when you decide that, so model 0 will be, this is a world different model set, so you don't need to worry about that. This is where the start learning, right? So you'll be available on this day, Monday, and then this one on 11. So if you click this, you can see the changes already happen here. So you can see model 0 and then model 1 up open on 4th, 1st on 2021. And there's no pages in model 2, that's why it's not showing. But when you have a pages, it will show something like this. So that's what basically the self-paced do. Okay. And then you can, if you, let's say you want to offer a course like a release on the course of by date, then choose a schedule mode. Okay. So totally up to you which one is just. For my case, I don't want this schedule. I prefer a student to do at their own. So I'm going to choose open. Okay, all models should be available. I want to give them a freedom to take their own course. And okay, finally is after choose class spacing is you can set up a batch. This is in OpenLearning you can award a batch to your student to offer and then offer them and where you can contribute. You can award like a gamification mechanism. Okay, it's some sort of like a mini credential. Okay, you can offer, you can create as many badges you want. Active learner, active participation, a rising star, or anything like that, active contributor. And to set up the badge, it's very easy. So go back to your course, and then if you click setup, and then it's under community. Okay, this is where you can create a badge. Creating a badge very user friendly, very straightforward, and then you can type in your course badge name, choose the what type of badge. There's already been pre-designed badges for you to choose from, and then you can choose, type the name, okay, type the name, active, great guy, okay, and then write down description why you want this badge, and then you choose either you want award this badge manually based on kudos or course completion. Manually mean you need to award them manually, which I'll show later. Okay. Kudos mean when the student, kudos is actually, if you look at this top right, this is where you can see top left, you can see there's a number called 0. Okay, that's where you can see a number of kudos. When you contribute something in a course, when you give a comment or post something, when other people come and give you like, that's considered one kudos. So you can see how many kudos normally people appear. So you can set after this person receives 10 kudos, then award this badge. That's basically done automatic. And you can do that if you want to, okay, based on maybe 10 kudos or something like that. And then course completion, when the student complete 100%, the progress set as 100%, this badge will be automatically awarded. Okay, besides the course a certificate, let's say you don't want to go for a certificate, you can give a badge, all right? And then manually. So I already set up, create a badge for this one. Okay, for my dummy course, this one for the workshop course, I already create a badge called Active Facilitator. So I'm going to award to the people that to the participant here. To award the badge, go to administer student, click students. Remember, first you need to create a badge, then only come here to award the badge. And then okay, let's see who gonna get this badge. Okay, I'm gonna scroll until IS and progress. There you go. We have a lot of active participants. Okay, so we have people that give comment. Only 3 people, 2 people are comment. Some people are give comment. So I'm going to give IS to a few people here. Okay, only until 33. Okay, all right. This is just test. Don't worry if you don't receive a badge. Okay, and then click issue a badge. Okay, when you click it, you say which badge. This is a badge. Right? If you create multiple badge, all the lists will be shown here. So you can state a reason. Because I like you. Okay, don't do this reason. Make sure your reason is valid, lah. So because of why and all this thing and everything, and then click issue. Reason is returned because. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna read it right. All right. Thank you. So, and then if you go to your profile, you can see the badge there. Okay, in your profile setting, in your own profile setting. So this is how you create a badge. All right. So it's totally optional. If you don't want to give a badge, then don't need to set up there. But normally it's totally up to you lah. You want to set up the badge. Okay. So far, okay, we already show how to set up the badge. Let's see. Okay. And then that's the thing. Okay, last thing. Okay, this is a basic setting. I'm gonna show before we wrap up session. Go to the final page. There's a few things that me as a learning designer will always do before I make your course online. Before I open my course to public. So this is where you need to do. Maybe before you make your course available to students, you need to do a couple of checks, settings, or something like that. So this is where I always advise people to check. Even always double check if you miss any contents and activities. Okay, refer to your course plan and then refer to your course. Is there anything that you put in the course plan you didn't put in the course or not? That's why course plan is also very useful. Double check everything. Include relevant images, icon, infographic, and other visual elements in your course to create a positive feeling. Just not only text. You get picture there, and I think nicely picture, but of course something relevant to the topic. Yeah. And ensure your tone and instruction and language throughout the course are friendly and easy to understand. Okay, because this is an online course and you need to write in more conversational manner where people is like coach talking to the students because you're not there. And then you feel like you have to be friendly manner and also not too academic. Also in the same time, not too non-professional. Okay. And also ensure your writing is so free of grammar, spelling error, and make sure that all your video and audio is working. If you put the video, click the video button, is the video working or not? Because sometimes when you embed third-party video, you need to double check if the person suddenly removes the video, then embedded video not working. So always double check the part. And also audio, is this sounds clear or not? And when you put the links, click the link, see if the links link to the correct person, always double check that. Ensure all the posting widget when you could have a gallery, okay, and also all the page sequence in the way that appealing. So all this we call it a usability test, okay. Make sure you do the usability test. Or what you can do is you can ask your friends to go and add him in the course as a temporary students and tell him to, can you go and check, is it everything okay or not? Can you, when you read the instruction, do you understand? Can you do the activity? So you can do a couple of the kind of tasks before you make your course available to your students. So it's very advisable. Otherwise, we high probably will be very because we sometimes miss. Even I also miss so many times. That's why in OpenLearning also, after I create a course, I ask my other learning designer to enroll. I add them as a student and go check everything, instructions, icons, links, and everything. Okay. The last one is we have one more things I want to show is we have this thing called a setup widget. Okay. If you go to the course setup, and then we have a checklist that can help you to check if everything you already put everything in your course or not. Something called a course quality. In OpenLearning, we have this thing called course quality criteria. Okay, where if your course pass that criteria, then you have a very good course and have a higher chance your course be listed in OpenLearning Marketplace. Okay, OpenLearning Marketplace is when you go to openlearning.com, that's our marketplace. So if your course pass our evaluation criteria, quality criteria, then you also can sell. You also can sell your course in OpenLearning Marketplace. All right. So so this is the course setup checklist. So where you can double check if everything already done or not. And if you want to know the quality criteria, click here, and then you can see there's a note here for you to check course quality review process. About course quality process, there's a help page, and then what is the criteria. Even if you don't want to list it in the OpenLearning Marketplace, you can still refer this course quality referral because it's a very good criteria, which is very good important. And then I always advise even the person, there's a lot of educators that I don't want to list in OpenLearning Marketplace. We have our own institution page. Even so, it's still advise them to refer to this, see everything fulfill the criteria or not. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna move on to our last page. Final thing is where I need your feedback. Okay, and also some of the things that we can do next. Okay, so first one, Atika in the last month, Atika show you how to develop a course plan. Now I show how to develop your course in OpenLearning using that course plan. Okay, some of the technical part. And so after this, next is one. We also plan to have a more OpenLearning basic webinar, free webinar that will come next. We will announce later. Okay, later we will announce later. But meanwhile, what you can do next is you can keep on working in your dummy course, practice everything, and also we also have a free online course out there that you can take and learn more. Some of the thing is from our learning. This teacher learning series where you can take this 3 courses like learning design world facilitating, and learn more about how to design a course, about the pedagogy, technical thing, and also how to facilitate the course after your course go online. And then we also have a second chance for you. If you miss our first workshop, Atika, the one conducted by my colleague, also learning designer Atika Aja, about how to create a course plan, then you can still join the workshop by clicking here. And also there's a recorded version webinar there. You can still watch the webinar and then participate in activities. And also there's a lot of guide for you and that you can refer to. All right, there's an OpenLearning creator handbook. There's also 6 method for step-by-step guide. Also, 7-step on course creation method in OpenLearning. Same thing, you can try follow everything in this handbook and create your own course. There are also resources in that template where you can utilize it. So feel free to use that, go through the handbook and see how it's helpful. And then the last one I want to share is actually a course template. Course template is a very new initiative by OpenLearning and also hit by my learning services head, Ms. Mashida Ismail. So what is course template is actually, remember when you create a course, your course is pretty much blank, right? It's pretty much blank. But with cost template, you don't need to create your cost from blank. You can start your cost from some a design structure, some of the content, where Ms. Mashida explained how to use this cost template in a video, as well as you also can easily request for this. There's a form for you to request for this cost template. So if you want to go to the walkthrough, you can click the link here, and then if you want to request this cost template for you, then click that link and then request it. Okay, so no problem. And then just a little bit final session. Please share what's your thought about this session, and then I hope your reflection, what you learned from this, and then what you plan to do with this knowledge that you gain from this session. You want to create a course, or maybe I want to create a blended course. I want to create a course for my internal course for my team, maybe a training program, or I want to create anything that you want to do after you gain after you learn from today's session. Okay, so feel free to share your thoughts, and you will have this reflection session is basically for you to reflect on what you learned. And we also be very grateful if you take like 1 minute for your time to fill in this survey. Click this icon here, and then this survey is for me to improve the session for future session. So and then where I can improve, this first 2 minutes is anonymous, so don't worry, your name not going to be sure of that. So please type in, and it will help me to improve on my next session. Okay, so so basically that's it for today's session. Are we almost done? Yeah, we're done. Thank you so much. Let me close my video. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Hi everyone. Sorry. Thank you so much for staying all these 3 hours with me. I know this is 3 hours, a very long time, and but you are there. You are doing a very good job, and then you are almost here. So I know we are in a very hard situation right now in Malaysia, and then but as usual, we are survivors, and we will survive. And so this is where I hope this knowledge that you gain from today can help you in some way. If you're creating course for if you're a training provider, or want to create a e-learning, want to stay afloat, and this is a time to get started. So I wish you everyone good luck, and remember, we all in this together. Actually, I steal that from Asia website, and then and we can survive this together. Okay. So anything for my team? Hello. Okay. Hi guys. So anything you guys want to share or anything?
No, it was a good session. Thank you, Chandru, and thank you everyone for joining us today.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Also, please feel free to fill in the survey form. I've also included that in the chat box if you're not in the course.
Okay. Thank you, Atika. Thank you for doing that. Okay. All right. So this is my team that help you, a faceless team that help me during this 3-hour session. So I couldn't even done without them, and so thank you for them. Thank you, Atika, Sophia, and Mashita for helping me from the shadow to get this thing done. Okay. So that's it. See you in the next OpenLearning webinar. Stay tuned, and we will soon send you can emails and about our next webinar session. Okay. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.